Hopefully Brandon's little box works as advertised.
Indeed. Death by toxic rocks hardly befits a source hunter.
They fall! I like this game!
Beware of the lost ones out there, Wanderer. Their blood is impure.
Oh no, Pantomime.
A star for every time you brighten my day.
So you found the Tenebrium? A grand feeling to have bested the King of Trolls, isn't it? Huh? Hand the blighted stuff over and you'll be privy to every damnable secret this place has been hoarding.
Do you believe in the gods, baby?
Time to give Brandon the Tenebrium and learn the secrets of Silver Glen.
That's right. I'm very interested to learn what Brandon has to share.
Sakes alive! I knew I could count on you. Now it's my turn to make good. I'll be happy to share with you the not-so-little secret of these mines. For starters, Source Hunter, you already know that this is a volatile material. What you might not know is that there are ways to handle it that can diminish or even prevent its negative effects. All it takes is a little know-how. Here, I'll show you. And if you're ever looking for a full cure, I'd recommend visiting the Immaculate Chapel. Nod your way through their little sermons and they'll give you access to a special mineral that can heal even the worst cases of rot. Now that there's a handy bit of information. But the real secret is yet to come, my friend. Lardance, the bloke from the mining guild, ordered dozens of men to extract tenebrium from these here mines, knowing full well that doing so was as good as sending them to their deaths. Beasts of burden, he called the miners, and said that the guild'd turn a profit quicker if the men mined the stuff lickety-split, before the rot ran its full course. I've got a letter here from the mining guild to Mr. Lardance himself, proving everything I've claimed. You can have the damn thing. I've sat on this secret long enough. There, it's yours. I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend. If Lardance had had the smallest modicum of patience, either to teach them men how to safely handle tenebrium or to wait for the goblins to show up, Ben's death could have been easily avoided.
Do you believe in the gods, baby? Because you're the answer to all my prayers.
Well, I'm off with little more to me name than a small fortune here in me pocket. Farewell to you, Source Hunter. And good riddance, Silver Glen.
Star for every time you brighten my day.
These goblins are worse than the trolls. Half as dumb and twice as mean.
At least they don't have that distinct underside of a bridge aroma.
Better
Call
that
hither,
than reeking of
sweetheart.
fresh
Oh,
blood.
if I had a star for every time you brighten my day, I'd have a galaxy in my hand.
It is not easy to understand this Lawrence. He had food, clothes, and gold enough. How could he have let others die so that he could gain more? In Home Forest, we kill to eat or to protect ourselves. What reason could Lawrence have to take more than he could use, and to let his fellows die for it too?
Tell me, sweetie, do you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Cut it away like brush for a fire. Use it to fuel the pyres of those he as good as killed.
Do you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Hello again, Your Grace. But, Your Grace, I never... Oh, damn it all to hell in a handbasket. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so the jig's up, eh? So what if I let those back-asswards yokels mine the tenebrium? I paid 'em well enough. And if they got sick, it's no one's fault but their own. I'll tell you what. You keep this little factoid between us, and I'll make it worth your while. How's 1,000 gold sound? That's quite a heap of cash for nothing more than silence.
Lawrence's crimes amount to murder. No amount of money can absolve him of responsibility.
Indeed, this free market is in dire need of some regulation.
Well, be a saint if you like. Not all of us have that luxury. Business is a dog-eat-dog world. I wouldn't expect you to have learned much about reality at your little Source Hunter Academy.
Do a salutoin, Hunter. What can I do for you?
So, you are bringing results?
Bjorn never stand to work around this blasted oven all day long.
Let's show her the letter incriminating Lawrence.
At least Nadia will know exactly why her husband died and who's to blame.
You have letter from mining guild? Let me looking. They tell Lawrence to keep mining tenebrium. They say they make him rich if he comply. The filthy pig. Oh. Mi voyagos al sia patrino domo sur la dorso del camelo cae riprochi si forte. I knew he was guilty. I knew he was to blame for Ben's death. Oh, I'll strangle him with my own 2 hands. Sevi, come quickly. Watch shop while mother put ghost of father to peace. Mr. Lawrence. It's true then. May Zalmoxis dry her socks on your mother's gravestone.
Oh, what are you going on about, you crazy old witch?
I know for truth you bring workers to mines to extract tenebrium, and that you do it knowing they will die of rot. You greedy man. Malsata rapo. You kill them to fill your own pocket.
Look, you're confused. You're ranting. Clearly there's no reasoning with you, so what say you take this rather expensive token and agree to keep your little delusions to yourself?
1,000 gold for my husband's death. Tell me, source hunter, does this man bring me for an idiot? I would be appreciating your advice before I strangle him right here and now.
Nadia should...
That's right. I'm sure all these miners will have more than a little to say about the man who effectively killed their comrades.
Ah, yes, that is spirit. Too bad for you, Mr. Lawrence, High Priest of Illiterati. Remember, my darling Ben, when mob rips you to pieces.
Wait. This is between you and me. There's no need to involve the rest of those cretins. They'll believe anything. Wait, Mrs. Nadia! Wait!
Listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy's snake. But now I have proof of his crime.
Drag the dog to his knees.
I know none forget so
What could
many
this
who
old
die of
gas
rot
bag possibly
when
know
tenebrium
about
was
our
found.
history?
But
The
do you know
history we've
that Lawrence
crafted
knew of
together?
rot and sent you and your
I
brothers
knew
to mine
the cur
anyway?
couldn't be trusted.
He sent my husband to his death, and he sent you to yours.
Make the monster pay.
Source Hunter, please, you're a compassionate soul, are you not? You wouldn't let these pick-swinging apes swarm me, would you? I am a man of many mistakes and even more regrets, but surely no one deserves to be ripped to shreds by the masses.
Lawrence did what?
Show that Bonadoro Bracco what you think of him.
After what Lawrence has done, the crowd deserves their shot at him.
He's no better than a murderer.
That's right. Perhaps Lawrence will get a glimpse of empathy for the innumerable miners he sent to early deaths.
No, please, Source Hunter, you can't let them do this. Oh, what a fool I was to execute the Guild's demands. It's the Guild you ought to be after, not me. I'm merely the messenger. Please, please.
Oh, hear that, Lawrence? That's the sound of the scales of justice tipping in our favour. I'd suggest you say your prayers, but I doubt you've a soul left to pray for.
There you have it. As corrupt as a sorcerer.
He's scamming.
Trial, verdict, and execution in a matter of minutes.
It seems these Immaculates have more on their minds than due process.
Tell me, sweetie, you have sunburn, or are you always this hot? Tell me, sweetie, you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister. More junk.
Tell me, sweetie, you have sunburn, or are you always this hot?
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
Guardians, a moment of your time, if it pleases you. I have been pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is. Now, our foe is the Void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians. Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the Void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is. As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real, but the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere. He must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting, of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Let that demon plot as much as it wants. We won't fall for its tricks.
We shouldn't get overconfident, though. There is more to that thing that meets the eye.
It's you again. Nice and drafty in here, isn't it? Toodaloo!
pleasure to see you again. Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized, and I'd quite like to help you, my friend. Those marks of talent of yours look awfully appealing. Perhaps we can make a trade, 1 for 1. A mark of ability for you, and a mark of talent for me. How does that sound? A sweeter sound than sings from that quartet I've never heard. Play on, my friend.
yourselves, you lot. This is a nice sort of place, and we don't want to look it up. Aye, aye, Captain.
Impressive. A smithy and an armory. Just what the doctor ordered.
How good of you to drop by. She told me you had grown, you know. That simpleton of a girl. She felt the need to inform me of the fact, with that pathetic tinge of pride in her voice. As if I did not know. As if I haven't been watching you. Like a vulture, a dying beast. I could have plucked out those dewy eyes of hers and thrown them into a frying pan like eggs. Have you ever seen Sunny Side Up staring back at you? I have. But enough of this small talk. Yes, I have been watching you, and my amusement has turned into aggravation. Yet still, I yearn for the moment you finally become powerful enough to realize the true depths of your failures. When you do, I'll be there, drawing circles in the skies, watching, waiting, ready to pounce.
Aggressive. We must be getting on his nerves. Excellent.
I'll never look at a fried egg in the same way ever again, though.
You both are. How jolly! I always do prefer an audience when I give one of my history lessons. My friends, I see you found another starstone. Jolly good of you. But I haven't been exactly idle either, for I think I may have nearly figured out why Source became so terribly tainted. If Astarte is the goddess of the Source, and the void was contained in her very garden, might it stand to reason that it was in fact the void who turned Source into such a dark and terrible power? But the tapestry has been rewoven. Time has been restored. I must speculate no more, and instead we must see what new shred of our tale you've uncovered.
With the Guardians distracted, Astarte lifted the lid of the God Box. What she saw was nothingness. Astarte had called forth the Void Dragon, whose sole purpose was to undo all creation. Caught off guard and terrified, the Guardians, sworn protectors, fled. But Astarte stood firm. She grabbed hold of the dragon and hurled it and herself into the reaches of the void. Here she battled the dragon for all eternity. For his deception, the Trife was cast out of the first creation. He fell to Rivellon, a monstrous creature unworthy of the realm of the gods. Since that terrible day, Source has been tainted by the presence of the void. A once beautiful power has become corrupted, and those attempting to wield it often go mad in the process.
What wonder awaits you?
I wonder how much of a spark it takes to zap a human to
Are you going to leap through?
We may have been tricked into allowing Astarte to open the God Box, but we fled when faced with the Void once more.
Through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
A bit drafty in here, isn't it?
Aren't you going
To think that all this chaos was unleashed by our foolishness.
There's a seafaring atmosphere about this place.
And seafaring leads to the exotic. To trading. We may be
Guardians. Oh, Guardians, I need you. Heed my plea in these void-filled hours. The dragon is overpowering me. Our enemies are battering the fragile gates of time. The skies are darkening, and the stars are being extinguished. You have to reach me. Star stones will pave the way. Find them, use them, empower them, and hurry. Please make haste.
Only Starstone can stay the maelstrom now.
Alas, that the damnable stuff is hidden better than a leprechaun's pot of gold.
Welcome, step right up. Browse these fine goods from far-flung fairy worlds and local slums the same. Take your time, or don't. Time is meaningless after all.
have seen the void, and it